Oh, that was pretty decent, and the microphone worked. We got it. We got it, gang. We got it. You'll have to forgive me. My voice is not very good today, but we're going to press on. How are we all doing? Who do we have? We have messages from literally like 3 to 4 hours ago, but we also have hello nobody, hello Liv, hello Synergy, hello Heresy Squat, hello Kurizu Venry Wolf, hello Jam Jar. What do you mean, what is this, Joey? It's a stream. Hello. Oh, Dirt Hermit, lovely to see you. Hello JDK, hello Matt Molin, how are we all doing? Are we all good? Sound off, say hi if you're here. We've got a late hello Nightwing. We've got a sort of late addition to the topic that I sort of like responded to something that Games Workshop announced yesterday, but didn't really go any further than just a tweet. So there's something that we need to talk about because it's an act of insanity. Hello Rowan, hello Hungry Bert. Slacking off at the job to be here, that's the kind of commitment that I obviously 100% support and applaud. Like, I mean, you know, don't quote me on that, but obviously I approve. Just, you know, don't say anyone I said it, okay? But I did say it. I don't know why you'd all assume it's the Pallette. I don't know why you'd assume that. It totally is that. What is that? What is it? We'll talk about it in a moment. Hello, Regulator. Hello, Richard. Now, just a reminder, if you need reminding, Super Chats of $2 or more will wake Doreen up, and Doreen will read out what you say. If you become a member, or if you gift memberships, you get to choose whether you get the Girth Gang, or whether you get to see a full moon. That's totally up to you. There's going to be no freebies tonight. No freebies. Instead, you're going to have to find it out the hard way. Hello, Killer Kriegsman. How you doing? So yeah, we will obviously be talking about what we want to see from the Warhammer Day Preview, but it's just it feels like April has come extremely early or extremely late, and I couldn't work out which one it was. I really couldn't. I just wasn't sure. Hello again, nobody. I'm also tired. I'm in full insomnia mode at the moment, which is not at all helpful. Just so you all know as well, we are going to be streaming the reveals, obviously. The reveals are going to be happening. When are the reveals? Hang on, let me just double check. I've forgotten the time that they're happening. It's on a thumbnail. It's literally on a thumbnail that I did not that long ago. Here we go. So Saturday the 5th of October. So this coming Saturday, 5 PM BST. So we're going to have new stuff for 40k, for Age of Sigmar, for Kill Team, for Legions Imperialis, and for Underworlds. So, you know, high hopes. High hopes for whatever that turns out to be. But that's kind of, sort of, the topic of tonight's stream. But there is something there is something else to talk about before we get to that point. And that is this. Now, this is baffling. This is baffling to me. We can. Hello, Shadow Man. We can play the video. I'll obviously have to mute it. I'll have to mute the video. Desktop audio is muted. But this is insanity, and I don't understand why they've done this. But we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Oh, already muted. Hello, Adam. I'm afraid we're not going to be listening to your voice because if you've got any sort of music in the background, the stream will get copyright claimed. So we're not doing that. I mean, I don't mind this little bit of editing here. This is pretty funny. Thank you very much, Alec Man, coming in with the E, as is tradition. At least you get a good idea of the size of this thing. But it still doesn't fully explain why it exists. Do we have... oh, no, hang on. Oh, wow. No subtitles or captions available. Really? You didn't do subtitles or captions for this video? Like, that's kind of... Yeah, you would have thought that this would be the one to do it. Effectively, he's talking about how good it is because it's a silicon painting palette. You know, you can put your paints on it and get a bit of water in there and so on and so forth. But why? Why? I mean, I know why. I can tell you exactly why. All right. I mean, we can't listen to you, Adam. So what we'll do is we'll just go to this frame right here. We know why. We know why they've done this. It's because there is a very popular little toy, a little, like, what are they called? Like a little popping toy. Let me see if I can find one. Silicon pop. There we go. Silicon popping toy. Right there. I mean, admittedly, this is on Amazon, and in fact, funnily enough, it's because, right? It's because, gang, people have been using these. People have been using these as little paint palettes. They've been buying these because you can put a bit of paint in there, and then once you're done, you can turn them inside out, and get the paint out easily, etc., etc., so on and so forth. Also, £6 is not bad. But that's why they've done this. That's why they've done this. And that's silly, right? Because they've seen what people are using and gone, how do we make this 40k related? And obviously it's going to be super cheap, right? It's going to be super cheap to make. It's just molded silicone. That's all it is. But it's the choice to make it like it. This will fit on no one's desk, like, in a helpful manner, in a suitable way. It's such a bizarre shape. And it's only that shape because they wanted to make it a servo-skull. And in a way, it's like, okay, it's pretty funny, I saw what you did there. It makes it, like, not practical. You know? It makes it not practical. It is funny, but it's also, it's going to be probably... I mean, you can get one off Amazon for, like, two for, like, £6. How much is this going to cost? Like, if we're being honest, if we're being totally honest, how much is this going to cost? Because I feel like there's potential here for this to be really quite expensive for what it is. Oh, Chris. Loving your work. Show me some Drakari. Anything, really. Just a single model from the Quarterly Archon. I mean, that's fair. It's going to be pricey for what it is. You just know it, right? You just know it. And whilst it is a good idea, it's another instance of we've got to make this, like, we've got to make this branded so that it makes sense with what we do. But it's gonna inflate the cost so badly. But it's not just the palette, right? It's not just the palette. Because the palette, whilst kind of silly, it's pushing out a product I didn't even know existed. I didn't even know that the thing it's replacing was a thing to begin with. Which is wild. Because as they say down here, also, it's perfect for all levels of hobbyists. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people are going to prefer using a wet palette to using this, you know? But it will join the rest of the Citadel colour range and replace the existing Citadel colour palette pad. What the hell is this? How long has this been available? I feel like this has got to have been available for quite a while. I've never heard of this. I've not once in my entire life known that this existed. This was a shock to me. I had no idea that this was a thing. I had no clue. Oh, Synergy, 15 months. The only membership I pay for, the rest are gifted. I love you. I'm loving your work. I love it. Yeah, I had no idea this existed. I've never seen anyone use it. I've never seen it for sale before. Like, I've been through Games Workshop's site a fair amount, you know. This was a revelation to me. I had no idea that this was a thing. Is that what they use in the videos? It just goes to show how much of the videos I watched, doesn't it? Yeah, I had no idea. I was blown away that this was a product. 2007. Like, this is the thing that gets me. You'd have thought that I would have come across this at some point. It's been a while, but no, just had no clue. Also, plastic paper pages is so rough, like, environmentally speaking. That is rough. That is really rough. Admittedly, I will give them that. When they say that right here, it's reusable, so much more sustainable. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is going to be a lot more sustainable than chucking away basically a sheet of plastic every time you're done with it. But yeah, I was amazed. I was amazed, firstly, that this is what they decided to do. I was amazed about that. I had no clue this was coming. I was just like, what the hell is this? Why? I mean, you know, we know why, but it's so massively impractical. I still think it's funny. And as always, you know, value is in the eye of the wallet holder, but it's a hard no from me. But it was this double revelation of, what the hell is this? Followed by, wait, and what the hell is this? And how did I not know? How did I not know? Mad times. It's when they changed from hexy twisty lids to flappy. Oh my god, that's so long ago. It's so long ago. God damn. I'm being made to feel old by a product I didn't know was a thing until literally just now. Well, yesterday. All Golden Demon painters use it, don't you know? I mean, no. Golden Demon painters use AI to print art. That's not true. One of them does. The rest of them don't. Surprised they didn't save this reveal for Saturday. Can you imagine? Oh my god, that would have been absolutely... Can you imagine the uproar if the first thing they revealed on Saturday was that? Can you imagine how immediately angry everybody would be if for Warhammer Day the first thing you saw was the silicon servo-skull paint palette? I think people would die. I think there would be fatal aneurysms is what would happen there. I mean, in terms of just, like, trolling the customer base, it would be an incredible move. But, you know, they can't do that now because they've already shown it off. But, oh my god. I think that would be so ballsy that I would just be like, fair play. Nicely done. Bake cookies with it. Just bake a big servo-skull cookie. Someone's got to try that. Right? Someone's got to try that. Well, I say got to. That's maybe a bit much. Maybe I haven't got to. Oh, Hungry Bird, welcome in. What would you like? What can I give you for your becoming a member? Would you like girth or would you like full moon? It's your choice. Liam nearly had an aneurysm at it. I'm not hugely surprised. It's Bert's choice. It's Hungry Bert's choice. Hungry Bert gets to choose. Flip a coin if you like. I'd bet they did have to talk to someone out of exactly that showing it on Saturday. I mean, honestly, this is again why that I would not survive as an employee or someone of influence in that company, because I would be like, do it. Do it. Hello, Catherine. Well, this is the thing, Kuba. If you join of your own accord, you get the choice. If you get a gifted membership, the person who gifted it gets the choice. Girth, always girth. Okay, we're going for girth. Hungry Bert wants girth. Girth. There we go. So, oh, did you, Kuba? I apologise. I apologise. Was it during a massive flurry of other ones? Because there was a point where I got very confused with how many we had. I think it was when Mandy just dropped 50, having persuaded me to make it in the first place, and then I was like, oh my god. You know what? You can choose now. Choose now, Kuba. Let's do it. I don't want to feel that you were forced into a moon or girth. You go for it. Imagine a new channel member hearing that. Girth or full moon. I mean, you know. You'd like another moon, okay. Full moon! Did you notice, by the way? Have you noticed something here? I chose the t-shirt deliberately. The octopus t-shirt that I had for full moon was in the wash, so I wore the other octopus t-shirt I have for Girth Gang. I tried to do a bit of continuity, but I didn't have the same t-shirt twice, so I just wore one that was similar. You're wearing that right now? I mean, that just proves you've got good taste in t-shirts, to be honest. Oh, dear. Okay. There was some actual on-topic talk that I missed. Hang on. Let's go back just a little bit. Predictions for the 5th. For a second, you said 5th, and I was like, 5th edition of what? AOS New Chaos Lord and or Dark Oath Hero. That kind of makes sense. 40k Plastic Krieg. I would be surprised if we didn't see Plastic Krieg. I agree with that. And or Swooping Hawks. I think they might save that, but they might not. Ruination Stormcast versus Skaven continued. That makes a lot of sense as well. That makes a lot of sense. It's the octopus at different points in the day. I mean, everyone should have multiple octopus t-shirts. If you count the one that has Praise Cthulhu on it, technically I think I've got 3. Oh, sorry, Liv. I will go up. My only real hope for the reveals is a plastic Telemon for Stories. It's my number one wish. That I would also like that. I don't think we'll see anything in the way of, like, points change chat for Saturday, but I mostly just want, I don't know, it's felt so dry recently. It's felt so dry, you know? Something cool for Death Guard or some more League of Votan units. All Necromunda gangs, you won't be seeing any Necromunda stuff. That's for sure. Well, unless they decide to do a cheeky tease, but what they've put for this is we've got 40k, we've got Age of Sigmar Kill Team, Legion Imperialis, and Warhammer Underworlds, which I still think is confusing. Like, I'm still not sure why they said no more 40k before the end of the year. It's only Blood Angels now. And then they're like, tune in for 40k reveals. I get that reveals and releases aren't the same thing, but they definitely set an expectation with that roadmap and then immediately walked it back, like, weeks later. But Emperor's Children, that's not going to be until, like, the end of the edition. I would love it if that was just 1st of January, let's go. But I don't. I think that's going to be an end of the edition thing. It's going to be the Battle Force. It could. Could be. It could just be the Christmas boxes. Although they tend to reveal those a bit closer to the time, don't they? It's whether they would. And here's the other thing, right? Here's the other thing. Here's a major factor. The Nova preview really pissed people off. Like, it really pissed people off. I don't know anyone who is happy with that preview. Realistically, if the 40k reveal for Warhammer Day was, here's the battle forces, I don't know that would go down. I don't know that would go down any better. To be totally honest. Because when it comes to the previews, the expectation that they've set up, because they've done this over and over again, is that you get new stuff. You get like new things, you get new models and the like. You get reveals. Whereas Battle Forces are just like, okay, here's the box. And then that's it. There's not like a big fanfare around it. It's more informational than that. So I'd be shocked if they did that, because I just don't think people would respond well to that. I don't think people would respond well, especially after last time, you know? Oh, the Stormcast stuff was good. This is the thing. I mean, the Nova preview like showed off some really good models, but unfortunately, it also was just like, oh, and here's some stuff. Here's some roadmaps that don't really tell you anything. One of them just has tanks written across it. One of them has the material that the models are made out of on it. And the material was every material we make models out of. Like, it was an insane decision doing it the way they did it. But I don't think they had anything else. GW's made some bad decisions, but they'd never just reveal the holiday bundle boxes and call it a day. They're not that. Yeah. I think that's the thing. They've made some questionable. They've made some questionable choices, right? They've made some questionable choices. We can all agree on that, I think. But yeah, I don't think even them. I don't think they'd be like, you know what? Here's the boxes. That's it for 40k. Moving on, like, that seems to be a bit mad. Krieg FOMO box announcement. That's not a bad shout. I mean, if they do, because there's nothing else till the end of the year, so we've only, like, the Blood Angel stuff was the last thing we're going to get this year for 40k. But I'm getting relaxed now. I'm really tired. My throat's killing me. I'm gonna relax a bit. I think that's not a bad shout. If they revealed the new Krieg stuff and revealed the box at the same time, and then be like, pre-order in November for shipping in January, that, I don't know. I could see it. I could see that. Because it's got to be something they've already shown on the roadmap. I don't think we're in for a surprise reveal. Like, there might be a surprise tease, but I don't think it'll be a surprise reveal that we get. I think it'll be stuff that we already know is coming. But we just know that it won't be, like, pre-orderable, or, like, it won't be delivered before the end of the year. So to me, that makes sense. That makes sense for the 40k side of things. What I'm wondering is the Age of Sigmar stuff, because we've had a massive like update to Stormcast. We've had a massive update to Skaven, and it's like, are we moving on to other factions now? Are we now going to like go to another faction and give them a good number of kits, or is it going to be like, here's a guy, that's it? Or are we going to get something mad like a full new faction? Couple new models for Slaves to Darkness. I mean, the Warhammer Day model is Slaves to Darkness, so I think I could see that. I mean, to be fair, Mr. Snakecake, did they put Krieg on the roadmap of 40k? That's all they put in there that was useful. And they said Astra Militarum, but it was a picture of Krieg. But they had said in the video that it was going to be Krieg, so I'm telling you, they said Slaves to Darkness will be the next faction to get a battle tome. They're getting a guy. I mean, the thing is that, yeah, it does also track. This is the problem as well. This is also the problem, because I always feel like it's Warhammer Day. The name of the games is in the name of the day. Like, you've built this thing. This is the time to do insane reveals, right? This is the time to really build the hype. But they don't always do that, and they quite often, like, the pattern of you get the book and you get a dude. It's very, very common. They do it all the time. But I just always want, when I say I want more, I don't want them to, like, work the artists and sculptors to death, creating, entire new armies for every preview stream. But for Warhammer Day, it's like, come on, pull all the stops out, really go for it. If ever you should go for it, it's surely then. I want them to tease Russ. What, just like poke him, tickle him a bit? That was childish of me. Oh, welcome in, Brandon. I really enjoyed doing Soul Drinkers. It was very fun. I did feel like I was losing my mind reading the books in the space of, like, was it 2 weeks? You know what? Let's peek behind. Let's do a quick peek behind the curtain. Let's what was the phrase I heard? It was on 3 Bean. Was it 3 Bean Salad, where one of them goes, "We're going to open the kimono a little bit." I don't know why that turn of phrase is lodged in my head since then, but it really is. Okay, let me just go back a little bit, back a bit. Where was it? How far ago did we decide Soul Drinkers? The 4th of September. God, wow, we're really on it. We decided that really, really early on. I'm impressed. I mean, mostly because Shy's like, what are we doing? Otherwise, it would probably be like the week before and I'd go, I've got an idea. But, okay, so yeah, basically in the space of, mind you, a month to read like 2,000 pages. A month to read 6 books and a novella is not actually that. Well, it's still quite a lot, isn't it? It's still quite a lot. No wonder I felt a bit like I was losing my mind at the end of it. It's quite a lot. I wouldn't recommend reading it in that way, to be honest. But I did it anyway. It was a fun episode. I enjoyed it. Mind you, I say that I always enjoy doing Adric. So Shy really is, yeah. Shy is the glue. Shy is the glue that holds everything together. You have to remember, Imperial Fists have a messed up history of founding due to the War of the Beast. Yeah, that's also true. A fan base can only generate so much hype in a short period of time, so it's better to have one massive reveal and a few smaller to ensure that release fatigue doesn't set. Yeah, that is true, to be fair. And I think they've fallen foul of that previously, where they've done like massive reveal after massive reveal, and it's like there's too much going on to really focus in on it, I want my Eldar Grav tanks back. Well, do you think they'll update those, or do you think they'll just leave them how they are? The reason I ask about Killing Floor is the Zombie Carnival DLC. A Nurgle Carnival top hats, bowler hats, and messed up monkeys with symbols would be great. That would be an excellent Nurgle army. And yeah, Shelley, I have played Killing Floor. Played Killing Floor quite a lot, I think. This is the thing where it's like when they do a bunch of reveals and releases super close together, and then it feels like they're splitting down how much people can actually grab. Avery Houseman, there's no Houseman, surely. Why did I say it like that? But they're not going to. At no point, I'm going to make a not at all bold prediction that Games Workshop will literally never drop prices. Like, it's just not going to happen. Oh, I read them Dirt Hermit. I really struggle listening to audiobooks. I just can't really... I don't know what it is. I just struggle with it. The preview Serral is on Saturday. We're just talking about what we want to see on that day. So if you're looking for the preview now, you've got a few days to wait, I'm afraid. I don't know, Brandon. I need to get some ideas down. If Bandai comes out with a tabletop rule set, then the market may force you to... I don't know if... I don't know. It's like... It feels like there's a lot of stuff over the last few years that have felt like, oh, could they actually be forced to... Or, like, not be able to keep up what they're doing in terms of pricing and releases, but it never really seems to make that much of a difference to them. Two new Horus Heresy Battle Force Christmas, one Traitor and one Lawyers themed. That would be cool. That would be good to see. Kriegsman, I think you should be able to join the Discord. As a member, you should be able to join. If you go to your perks, there should be an invite link in there that allows you to join it. Horus Heresy isn't actually on the list, just Legions Imperialis. Conversion kits for Imperial Guard would be solid. Yeah, I would really like that. I want Guard to have more of a personality again. But it doesn't seem to be happening, sadly. Yeah, that's the other thing. No Old World on the list. Like, it's not necessarily a bad list, but it kind of makes you wonder... I wonder if... Do you think Kill Team might get the lion's share? But then... This is the other thing as well, right? Kill Team getting the lion's share, there's already been a new box. Like, the new edition, the new box. There's already a lot there, so would you oversaturate that? They might. Like, that would oversaturate it, I think. Oh. I had a tea earlier to try and stop this. I've been drinking tea like an absolute fiend, and I'm not usually a fan of tea, but my throat is just absolutely wrecked, and I don't know why. And I've just been trying to combat it, and it's not been working. But, again, a little peek behind the curtain. Once you start doing streams, YouTube then starts to adapt to the fact that you're streaming more, and we've been streaming more. So it was like, maybe I shouldn't go live today because it's going to trash my voice again. But then if I don't, it's going to wreck it's going to wreck the analytics again. Because YouTube will be like, hey, you missed one. I see you missed one. Yeah, you don't want people to watch your stuff because you're not uploading. And it's like, mate, I just don't feel good. It's like, no, do it. So we're here. So if I occasionally stop and have to mute to have a bit of a cough, then I apologise. But we're sort of kind of going okay for now. Ugh.
Normal businesses have clearance sales to get rid of stock. GW, manipulate the customer base with FOMO to get rid of stock.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong, Chris. It does feel like that quite a lot. Games Workshop are allergic to sales. Except, there is one exception to this. The tea that I've been trying, like lemon and ginger and stuff, and like the sort of herbal ones that are supposed to be really good for you, and also doing like honey and ginger and stuff. I've been trying all those. I just struggle with it a little bit. See, warm whiskey and honey and brandy would be lovely, but I am not good at self-regulation when it comes to alcohol, so I don't really drink it anymore. Unfortunately, I have a alarming inability to stop once I've started. It's just, oh, we've had one. That means we need to have all of it. Anything that's in the house. There is no, like, have one drink and then stop. I can't do that. So, yeah, I just don't have a drink for the vast majority of the time. And if I do have a drink, it's when there's very little in the house, because then that means that doesn't happen. I've never got to the stage of just like going, okay, well, I need to go out and buy more right now. Like, I stop when there's nothing left, but the fact that it doesn't stop until there's nothing left, you gotta be sensible. If you can be sensible, I felt like cutting myself off before I lost the ability to be sensible was a good way to do it. So now, drinks, really quite few and far between. Not completely gone, but very few and far between. What was I... Okay. There was a thing that I saw. There was a box of Imperial Knights. Imperial Knights that I saw on eBay, and I was so tempted. But I couldn't remember if I'd seen this box before. Because it was two... It was two of the Knight Cerastus in one box, but it was like alarmingly cheap for it. I'm just trying to find it now. It's probably gone. Someone's probably bought it. Yeah, there we go. This here. This hasn't got my address on it, has it? No. Okay, that's good. Here we go. So, this... Did I just somehow miss something? Because this is a box of two Knights Cerastus. They are, like, brand new. They are over 100 quid. But that's 152 quid. I just don't remember seeing this box. If I did see this box, I completely forgot about it. But, like, that was the box that came out with the new AdMech Battle Box. Oh. Did they like formally announce it at any point, or was it just snuck out? Don't worry, that's not my... Wait, hang on. Yeah, no, that's not my address there, don't worry. Still some Hobby Workshop for 160. It got lost behind the mechanic and stuff. They did announce it, but more as a, by the way, they have this. Okay, I see. Interesting. Because, yeah, I just had no idea. Now I'm paranoid. I'm looking all over this, but yeah, no, it's okay. If you're looking at the address down here, that's not where I live, so we're good. But yeah, I totally...
Late to the stream, but absolutely want Egrim Van Horstman back as made to order for the announcements. I had one when I was 14, but now missing.
Egrim Van Horstman. Okay, now I need to look up Egrim Van Horstman. I don't recall Egrim Van Horstman. Now I need to check. Now I need to check. Yeah, don't worry, Arxum, the postcode is not correct. Egrim Van... Okay, well, auto-corrected. That's nice. But thank you for the warning. I appreciate that. Thank you. Is there a... Egrim Van Horstman just looks like a massive dragon. Oh, is it a dude on a dragon? Okay, alright. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool. That's a cool model. Oh, it's such a tiny picture, though. That makes me sad. It's a teeny tiny picture, but it's a cool... Yeah. Look at him go. I actually quite like that. Definitely dated. You can't use it with 40k because Legends, unless you take one specific Horus Heresy Mechanicum leader, you can't ally them with Mechanicum. Oh dear. Well, that's rough. Yeah, no, that guy looks great. So hang on, wait. Those knights are Legends. I thought they were. I mean, I saw a knight Lancer being used at Super All Stars 2, or was it just that Mikey was allowing Legends units in that tournament? I didn't realise that the Knight Sarasta stuff was Legends. I thought that was like actual proper points and the like. Because they do show up on just like under the Knight section for 40k. Well, mind you, I say that quite a few things do. No, they're normal but Forge World data slate. Okay, so it's a similar thing to the Custodes then. Oh, they are Legends for 40k. Oh my god. God's sake. Right, hang on. Rules for using this miniature in your games of Warhammer 40,000 are available as a free download on the Warhammer community site. Okay. Wow. Awesome. Great. I just went to have a look and cool Imperial Armor data sheets. There's nothing there. Now, is that because it's not actually there, or because the site's broken, or is there no download button for another reason? Like articles, Warhammer 40,000 downloads. Alright, what if we go to here and then go to here? Imperial Armor, that's what it is, isn't it? So Imperial Armor, Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights. This is a problem. This, where it's all the same day. I want more our human regiments now. I mean, I don't disagree. It's probably changing. Not Legends yet, as far as I know. Because I was under the impression that Legends meant no tournament play, but then again, it wasn't a Games Workshop tournament. It was a Hellstorm Wargaming tournament. But then, do you know what? It gets a little bit. It gets confusing. I'll be honest. It gets confusing. God knows our newer players are supposed to work their way around stuff. They have not revealed anything, Ryan. It won't be until Saturday. I'll go and iron my hands. It's fine, don't worry, you don't need to iron your hands. That sounds dreadful. All that to say, I've been very tempted by that box. I've been very tempted by the box of 2 Cerastus Knights for 150 quid, because frankly, I kind of do want to, and it's literally like £100 off what you would pay for 2 of those Knights. But then again, I'm going to be printing a load of parts anyway, so is there any point? I don't know. I think there probably is. Because even if I don't know. You can tell. I go back and forth. There's just enough that I can wait a little bit before fully deciding, but it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit off retail, at least. Like the Castigator and the Acheron. It's 125 quid from Games Workshop, and it's ludicrous. It's really expensive. So it is quite tempting. Especially since I can print the parts to make a Lancer, and a Lancer is one of the main ones that I want. Because I'm going to be 3D printing bits for them anyway, so I can print the parts for a Lancer and just turn one into a Lancer. I feel like the Castigator would look good with a shield and lances. Like, that would look good. The helm would work super well. And it's got the kind of forward-facing shield sections on the shoulder pads. So, it's tempting. It's tempting. Because I could sort of take the Castigator and turn, like, use the helm and the shoulder pads to make the Lancer, and then just use the Castigator parts on the Acheron. Because I don't think I want the Acheron. I think I'd like a Castigator and a Lancer. So I'm just talking myself into it now, aren't I? I'm just talking myself into it. Frankly, in terms of new members and stuff, the stream is not doing well enough for me to drop 150 quid right now on 2 nights. It's not that sort of evening. Be nice if it was, but it's not. So I'm gonna stop looking at nights because it's doing me wrong. New box of Knights from Wayland is 152. Yeah, well, we'll see how we do on Saturday with the preview stream, shall we? Oh, Alec, man, thank you very much. What do you want? What do you want, Alec, man? Do you want a girth or a full moon? Or do you not want either of them because you're fed up of them? That's totally fine too. It's your choice. Dealer's choice. Moon? Moon it is. It's moon time. Moon! God damn. The stupid Lehman Russ head gets me every time. It's so bad. It's not a rhetorical question, Chronovac. That's what we're talking about. What we want to see. I tell you, something that I was going to put is what are your expectations, but I've thought that probably a lot of the expectations would be that it's going to be shit. So I want Ideneth to get some actual new units. I just bought my 4th box of eels, and I wanted the idea of painting more eels. Are you getting eel fatigue? I mean, to be fair, eel fatigue is a real issue. People say it's not, but it is. Eel fatigue is a real issue. Hello, James CM. How you doing? Wait, do Element have that double box? Oh, thank you very much, Paul. No, it didn't. You could have got Doreen to say something if you wanted. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the 10. I think there was a pill for that. A pill for eel fatigue, quite possibly. A Hierophant in plastic? I don't know. Put a shield with a lance on the shield arm, or put a shield on the gun. Best of both worlds. I mean, it's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout, to be honest. Oh, you're really messing me up now, because now I'm thinking about that box, and then I'm thinking about the stuff on the stuff that I've downloaded. No worries, Dirt Hermit. Thank you very much for tuning in. Because the thing is, I don't know if the discount code is still active that Steve did. But the thing is, like, if I got that box, I'm just talking myself into it. I'm still doing it. If I got that box, I have all of these parts. I have all of them downloaded. There's different swords. There's like a sword arm. There's lasers. There's the lance kit. There's also the shields. Like, I've got all the shields downloaded as well. So I could just turn one into whatever. And then if I wanted to run the other one, as just a normal knight, if I wanted to just do a normal, taller knight, I could 100%... Oh, sweet. Hey, Steve's put up the... That's awesome. He's put up the pauldron he did for Mikey. Awesome. And it's free. He's too generous. He's too generous, Steve. Oh god, the armature stuff is up. Oh, but I've already put the armature together. Oh well. It looks like I'm going to be taking the armature apart a bit. Because look, better shoulder pads and more weapon options. I want the chainsword weapon option so badly. Oh Christ. Okay, well I'm going to be printing over the weekend. But yeah, I could use all of this stuff to turn one of them into just a normal knife if I wanted. God damn it. Oh, I'm going to be going and getting them over the weekend, aren't I? If we do well on Saturday, I'll just buy it. Okay? If we do it. Well, this is the thing, right? This is the thing, Raveny. So, hello, Unsanctioned Goof. I'm glad you enjoyed the episode. This is the thing, because I wanted my knights to be lanky anyway. I want them to be tall. I'm not going to use the standard legs for like the knights in general. I was going to use these, the leg replacements, because it makes them stand taller and it makes the legs a better shape. But of course, the Knight Cerastus, the Cerastus Knights, they already have those taller, lankier legs. So it would just mean that for one of the knights, like for those knights, I just wouldn't be printing legs for them. So like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think it kind of actually does make a bit of sense. I feel like it does sort of make sense to do it that way. Because rather than printing these legs and just using the torso of one of the standard knights to like convert a lancer, instead I can just buy a box that's got a castigator and an acheron. I just won't use the weapons for the acheron, and I'll print the lance and the shield for a lancer. Like that makes way more sense, right? That makes way more sense. When the cost of it off eBay is like 40 quid more than just buying one knight. Or 25 quid more than buying one of these. We'll see. We'll see how things go on Saturday. We'll go from there. Because this is like a long-term project as well. Like, this isn't something where I'm just going to rock up in like 3 weeks and be like, I've got a full Imperial Knight army ready to go. No, there's going to be loads and loads and loads of like, I want to dirty up the armor. I want to make them more battle damaged. I want to put little like creepy like dead lads all over them. Like, there's a lot that's going to go into them, so it's like a long-term project. Which is why I'm not just like rushing out to grab it, because there's actual things that need doing as well that aren't model related. So I'm like, you can tell I'm in a bit of a quandary. I'm kind of going back and forth on things. I want to do it, but I also have to be responsible at the same time. Better Tzeentch demons would be great. Bring back the horrors that are like ripping their own mouths open whilst other horrors come out of them. Bring those back. Where are those? Those are the best ones. Those are the best horrors. Hands down, those are the best horrors. I think we can all agree, and even if you don't agree, that's fine, but I agree with myself that that's the case. Give me more things with a moon for a head. Quick, someone do a membership so we can full moon it. That's the perfect time. Have you checked out the Legio models bits? No, I have not. Legio models STL? Oh, one of the first things is a thing on Reddit saying they're rip-off merchants. That's not promising. But that might just be someone being a bit over the top. Okay, Legio models. That's for War Machine. Oh! Sorry, is it EPG Alien or is it EP Gellion or Gellion? Either way, Are you doing a full moon? Are we full mooning it? Because full moon is all good. We can do full moon. Kurisu is just like, for God's sake, give us the moon. Either way, yes, full moon. Okay, full moon it is. Oh, I talked all over it. You can have an extra one. Sorry, here we go. Full moon! God damn. I'm going to go back and fix that at some point. Oh, see, that's tricky, because I always say Evangelion, but I've been corrected. I've been corrected. Although then again, I've been also corrected the other way, so, you know, let's face it, no one comes here to hear me pronounce things properly. The only way to see the other one, Goof, is for a membership to appear. That's how this works. We're done giving out freebies. We've given out freebies a lot. Cannot correct perfection. Okay, I'm on Legio models, and some of it does look kind of cool, but also some of it looks... I think I'm not a big fan of the way they've done the presentation of it, I think is the main thing. Is it even STLs? That's why gifted memberships exist, Goof. That's what that's for. Hope you see Votan on the roadmap. I mean, here's the thing. Do you think we'll get an updated roadmap, like at the start of the year or something? Do you think we'll get that? I don't know. I don't know that we will. To be honest, it would be nice if we did, but I don't know if we will. But then imagine how boring and sad it would be if the last roadmap we get for like a year was the one from the Nova preview. I mean, come on. That would be really lame. That wouldn't be good. Oh, Goof. Thank you very much. I'm assuming it's a girth for you. It's a girth for Goof. Votan and World Eaters are missing half. Yeah, 100%. World Eaters is... It's sad. It's sad, the range for World Eaters. It's up to you, Goof. You can moon it, or you can get girth. Such a terrible way of phrasing it either way. I've got to find better ways of... You do appreciate some girth? Okay. Girth. There we go. I'm already confused by the roadmap because they're already removing models but shouldn't be out until January. Well, the roadmaps are useless. Alright, they're just borderline useless. It's just no point. I think it's just rubbish. I come here to hear your pronunciation. It makes me feel better. I'm not the only one who can't figure out GW's copyright-approved language. I mean, you know, the Girth Gang National Anthem. I mean, I could try and write one, but I don't think it would be good. Honestly, the Girth Gang one took far too long. There was a lot of cutting stuff out and, like, layering things, and it was... Like, it took quite a while. I mean, I had to do it twice for a start, because Premiere Pro crashed just as I was nearly finished the first time. So I had to do it all again, and I was like, I hate this now. Mito? There isn't. I feel like, do we need a mahogany staircase one? A mahogany staircase one could be pretty funny. A mahogany staircase one or a grease Mito one, either would work. I don't know what they would be. The only thing I can think with a mahogany staircase one is, you know, when someone's standing outside and they pretend like they're going down a staircase, doing that, but trying to layer that repeatedly would be an absolute cluster. It would be horrendous to try and do that. But then again, could also be pretty funny. So I don't know. Land trains in Dwarf Wave 2, that would be pretty cool. Next time you play it, look for the gear in the bottom right corner. So I mean, it's better than the full moon one. But then I've still got the page with the knights open. I've still got it. I'm still looking at it. Yes, Manzak, it is this weekend. It is 5 p.m. BST on Saturday the 5th, which we will be streaming. I need to put the scheduled thing up so people know it's happening, don't I? That'd be a very sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? Some Chaos Centaurs for fantasy would be dope. That would also be pretty cool. I mean, just Chaos Dwarves being a thing again. There's no Old World on the list, though, so they won't be showing that off. Oh, new Graveguard. New Graveguard would be solid, because, dear God, the fact that at the moment, the Soulblight Gravelords, the normal skeletons look better than the Graveguard do. That shouldn't be a thing. Chaos Knight Centaurs? Well, if you want one of those, you've got to go to my mini factory. I'm afraid. Let me see if I can find it. Was it on my mini factory, or was it somewhere else that we saw one? It was not. It was not on my mini factory. But you can find an STL for that. It's a lot of printing. It's a lot of printing. New Graveguard unit with that new White King seemed like a no-brainer. 100%. Yeah, that would be quality. Hello, No Cuff Too Tough. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. How's that doing now? I've not looked at it for ages. How's that Paint Perspective doing? Because I enjoyed that. That was a fun one. Paint Perspective podcast. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the thing where I search my own name. I never do that. I don't want to see what people. Hey, 11,000 views. That's pretty good. Clearly, other people like it as well. That's nice. I like it. Oh, that feels wrong though. That feels wrong. Richard Gray is on the same number of views. That doesn't seem correct. He's so much more talented than I am. He's so much better at painting than I am, to an insane degree. That's not on. He should be getting more attention than me, 100%. Hello, Dunrat. How are you doing? I was going to say, how's if you have got enough time to answer the question of how is baby and how is mum, then do. If you don't, that's totally fine, and I hope they're both okay, and you're doing okay with the new baby chaos. You can use the oh my god, the Hun horse dam. I nearly said the horse gun dam, and bash it. That's not a bad idea. The new Graveguard, I can work on the bulk of my Barra Kings. That sounds cool. Giant direwolves, please. I mean, yeah, to be fair. This close to a reveal day, shouldn't Spudcam have been released by now? I mean, they did already have the Warhammer Day miniature leaked. Like, the only reason that showed up when it did is because it was all over Reddit. Like, I don't think this guy was supposed to show up on Monday. I don't think that's what they were planning, but it was all over Reddit, like first thing in the morning on Monday. So I think this was probably supposed to not be seen yet. So that already got leaked. Not so great currently in ICU. Okay, well, look after yourself. If you're in the Discord, keep me updated. I hope everything works out. I've been there, not the same ICU, but when my first daughter was born, she was in hospital for a couple of months. So I have had potentially a similar experience. So just make sure you look after yourself and try and find those little moments to relax where you can. No good you also being like ill or too exhausted to do stuff, you know? It's difficult, but that's the way that I kind of found to justify taking a bit of time here and there. someone in the family's got to be healthy. So, make sure you look after yourself. Will do, Dunra. See you soon, hopefully. They gave us the name of the article announced in the reveal stream. Well, that's the thing. I think they intended to reveal the model before the preview. I'm sure they intended to do that, but I don't think it was supposed to be on this Monday. Because at the moment there's not that many reveals going on, and I just got the feeling that because it appeared on Reddit well before the article went live, that the chances are it was supposed to be a bit, like, at least a bit further in the week. Well, this is the thing. They also did a new Blood Bowl model on Monday. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Was it the Blood Bowl thing, or was it the... Oh, it was the like miniature of the month that they did on Monday. It's not often they double up is the thing. That's the main thing. It's not often they double up. They had the miniature of the month, the miniature of the month, and they had Helm Hammerhand, which I meant to do a video on and then never got round to. But like that's effectively three, technically two reveals in one day, and for the sorcerer I would have expected that to be probably either yesterday or today. Probably yesterday, but it definitely showed up like elsewhere well before it showed up on the website, you know. It was all over social media like well before the actual article appeared, so I think that probably forced the hand a little bit. But, you know, it would have been sometime this week. I think you're right about that. Like, it would have been before the stream. Helm Hammerhand has some strong Santa vibes. Strong Santa vibes. Okay, alright, let's get him up. You know, you're not wrong. You're not all that wrong. Helm Hammerhand does have some strong Santa vibes. He will deck you in the halls. It's good. That's good. I like that. That gets the clap. That doesn't get the clap. That's not the right way to phrase that, but you know what I mean. There is very strong, like, Santa vibes, though. Like, really strong. Alright, who's going to do it? Who is going to get this model, keep the cloak green, paint the coat red, but keep the fur white, green stuff a sack on his back, and then have him punching a reindeer? Who's going to do it? Because someone needs to. I don't necessarily think it's going to be me, but someone needs to do that. Either sack in his hand or sack on his back. Either way, I want him punching a reindeer. Like, I feel like it's totally reasonable to expect that to happen, you know? Sacking the left-hand bicycle over his head. Should be punching the Santa Red Gobbo. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. You know what? Pete the Wargamer should do this. Hang on, I'm getting Twitter up. I'm just gonna message Pete the War. I'm just gonna. Okay, here we go. Let's get Santa. Oh damn it! Okay. I've got Santa there. All right, here we go. So, dear Pete the Wargamer, how are we gonna? We need to make sure we. There's nothing. Okay, dear Pete the Wargamer, please can you kitbash Mr. Hammerhand to have a sack in in one fist, a Santa hat, and have him, I can't type, punching, it's the red gobbo, isn't it, with his other hand. Right? That I feel like that's doable. I feel like Pete could do that. Yeah, I think it is specifically the red gobbo. Thanks. Love you. There we go. Let's get that sent off. We'll see what he says. He's gonna be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I'm trying to. Oh no, my chair. There we go. Oh, this goddamn right. I love this chair, but I'm still getting used to it. The arms move. Everything moves. It's super adjustable. You can hear it clicking. But I'm used to like leaning on the things to move. Okay, we'll see what he says. Probably won't say anything. He'll probably just be like, "What the fuck? What? Leave me alone." But I felt like it was worth asking. You know. Yeah, this is the thing, right? So no cuff too tough, right? If I go back a little bit. This armrest, it can be at that angle, or this angle, or it can be in a bit, so can this one. It can be all the way back here, they can be all the way this way. It's great, but like as soon as I move and lean on one of them, or like push up on one, it changes the position.
You should have made it like a Christmas list.
Oh, I should have done, Chris. Damn it. Oh well. I've asked. I've done what I can. First world hobby problems. What the hobby problem of my chair is too customizable. I mean, it is very first world problem. And I'm not like complaining. I'm just every now and then I move slightly or I lean and something goes and I'm like, oh no, it's fine. I'm not doing that tweet again. I'm not giving him 2 notifications. He doesn't ask. He's not asked for this. All right. And also, I'm not paying to edit my tweet. As it is, I consider operating. Yeah, no, you've got to pay to edit the tweet. You've got to have blue to edit the tweet. I think. I'm pretty sure. Unlock edit posts with X Premium. No, I'm not giving them money. At this point, I consider it like a loss on my end to still be using Twitter. There's not a hope in hell of me giving Twitter money. It's just not going to happen. It'll be a cold day in hell before I pay for blue. All I want is static images clearly displaying the image. GW wants to the model GW wants to sell me. I'm with you on that one. Well, technically no cuff too tough. It is not called a tweet anymore. It's called a post. Which I mean, this continues to stun me to this day. The dude bought a social media platform with global reach where, like, everyone knew what you were talking about if you said that you had tweeted or that you had sent a tweet. There were entire marketing campaigns based around just a picture or a word followed by "that's it, that's the tweet." And it became a recognised thing across any sort of organisation or any sort of like group of people that spend any time online, right? It was the most recognisable thing. It's the same way that now most people say, "Oh, I didn't search for something online, I googled it." Twitter was not that far off that level of like how ubiquitous it was. So he buys it and then goes, first of all, we're not calling it Twitter, we're calling it X, because that has all of the same, social capital. And then they were like, also, it's not tweets, it's posts. Oh, you mean like you post stuff on Instagram and you post stuff on Facebook and you post things on YouTube and you post things on every other social media platform? Oh, you want to make it more generic and less clear what you're talking about? Incredible work. It's mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Hello, Ollie Hayes. You've joined at a weird time, haven't you? It's honestly... it's honestly incredible. It makes me laugh. It's just like, come on, dude. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard. I mean, to be fair, Miguel, you can laugh at something without caring about it. Like, it's just like... I don't care about the Cybertruck, but it is still kind of funny to see how badly made it is, you know? Well, to be fair, Ollie, you also missed the point where I talked myself into wanting to buy more Imperial Knights, so... Zedra, to be fair, I don't often get error messages on the new site. I mostly just get blank pages, which isn't the same thing, but it is something that happens very frequently. Are you getting timed out, or is it just like there is nothing here, go away? Because for me, quite often I click it and then I just get... Oh, that's interesting. That's nice. I haven't had that one. I've not had that one, to be fair. I just occasionally, I will click something and then all of this is... I say all of this, there's just a white space between Warhammer Community and the footer at the bottom. And that's all I get, and I'm like, cool. Right, I'll check back later then, shall I? Just a white screen does sound familiar. I don't honestly know how to fix that, to be honest. I have to tell them that I'm not where I am and I'm actually in the UK, then it works. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I did not... Wait, how do you tell them where you are? I can't even see that as an option. Oh, there we go. That wasn't there for me earlier today. That's pretty funny. Wait, I've only got 3 options. What have you got? I'm now curious. What have you got? Because I've only got I've got a choice. I can either be EN, ENUS, or DE. Are those the only 3 options? You can have English, or German. Is that it? Wait, what if you... Wait. I don't... What if you're there... not there? What if you're somewhere else? If I do choose British, the site works. Well, there you go. Sorted. Fixed it. That's good. Ridiculous. Why is that even a thing? It shouldn't be. I do really want to know why there's only the 3. Like, I would honestly like to know that. That would be nice. Do you think they're just going to update it one day and be like, oh, other countries do exist? I mean, they might not. They might just leave it like that. You can have English or German. You don't get any other choices. That's your lot. Oh, is the search bar not good? I've not really... Okay, I'll be honest. I've not really tried the search yet. I mean, that's something that I keep meaning to do like a full run through and see just how the site is. Do other locations access the old site? Oh, that's an interesting question. Oh. I mean, honestly, I feel like presentation-wise, the new site isn't bad. It's okay. It doesn't feel particularly special or different. Terrible optimization is the way they then sell us premium sites and apps that work. Wait, Google Maps stopped working on a motorway roundabout to ask me to complete a survey mid-journey? Oh, God. That's bad. Jesus. That's awful. Oh, fun related thing, Shelley. I mean, that is bad. I had an interesting... Oh, welcome in, Just a Jester. Thank you very much for joining. Would you like a girth or a full moon? The choice is yours. The world is your oyster, except the oyster has just got 2 really stupid video clips in it. So, I lost my membership mid-stream. If it was gifted a month ago, then it'll have run out. No, you Jester wants to be mooned. It's moon time. Moon! We're going to have to work out a different system for this come Saturday, because if people go a bit wild with memberships and stuff, we can't be interrupting the preview stream with just constant girths and moons. It's not going to be good. What was I going to... Yeah, my car, right? My car, it's a decade old. It's, well, you're like 10 years old. I mean, that is a decade, but it makes it sound like it's really old. But, cars 10 years old is not that old, because they are supposed to go for a lot longer than that. And I discovered an issue with my car. I discovered an issue with it. And this is an issue that I didn't know it had. And I think it's just gone over 100,000 miles, which is not all that much for the type of car it is and for the age of it. But I discovered an issue, which is that I can text people, right? I can use Google whatever it is. I can OK Google it to text people. So I just say what I want out loud and then send it, etc., etc. Just normal text-to-speech stuff. I can also call people, obviously, but I can call people 2 ways. Whilst the car is connected to the phone is connected to the car via Bluetooth, I can either call someone using the steering wheel controls, which works, or I can do the OK Google call whoever, which completely ruins the car's entertainment system and by proxy the sat nav. Now, I don't know why this is. I don't know whether it's a long-standing issue or whether it's just something that's only recently appeared, because I'd never tried to do it before. But I just thought to myself, why am I messing about with the controls on the steering wheel and looking on the dashboard when I could just say OK Google, call whoever? So I did OK Google, call my wife, and she was very confused because she could barely hear me. I couldn't hear what she was saying because it wasn't on speaker mode, but it was kind of connected to the car, but it wasn't connected to the car, and the car was just like everything on the entertainment system froze, everything on the dashboard apart from, luckily, like the speedometer and stuff, those are analog, not digital, so they didn't freeze. But from that point on, the Bluetooth was also wrecked, and I couldn't switch over to the radio or switch the radio off, which was an issue because what it proceeded to do until I managed to get to the next services, which was like 20 miles away, was blast a second of what I was listening to at full volume every 5 to 6 seconds, which is not a fun or good way to drive any journey. Just randomly getting a second of noise at horrible volume, unable to turn the volume down or turn the radio off. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have to just pull over into the hard shoulder, except there wasn't one, because I was on a motorway where they were doing work on the motorway, and the hard shoulder didn't exist anymore. So I just had to, like, sit there, bracing myself constantly for, like, about to get ruined by a horrific noise until I could get to the services, turn the car off, go inside, wait like 10 minutes, come back, turn it back on, praying that it fixed it, and it all turned back on, and it was fine. And funnily enough, I've not used that again. I've not done it again. I've not said to my phone, please call this person, since that point, because it was absolutely devastating. It was horrific. Like, I don't know how best to even put across how disconcerting it is for for your car to just scream at you occasionally. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's just like, ow, oh god, oh please stop, oh no, I can't pull over, this is awful. It was rough. It was real rough. I was not a fan. I didn't enjoy it, and hopefully I will never do that again. Because if I do, I will crash and die, and then you'll never have heard from me ever again after that point. Luckily, the kids are way better behaved than the car was being that day. The kids don't make any noise in the car, really, unless we're playing a game with them. It was rough. It was bad. It was really bad. And I felt betrayed. I'm not going to lie. I felt betrayed because I love my car, and my car has never let me down before. It's been very, very reliable for the most part. The only thing that's ever gone wrong with it is like a wear and tear, like age of parts issue where the water pump failed. Like everything else, it's been very, very good. But then that journey, it just fucking wrecked me for miles on end. It's just like, please stop. My exhaust pipe broke Sunday, so my car went from being kind of quiet to louder than the house. Hell. Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. Hello, Asriel. How you doing? But yeah, that was a rough journey. I mean, living the dream. Maybe. I mean, I didn't really think of that reference at the time. Now that you've mentioned it, I'm like, actually, I can remember that now. I didn't really remember it at the time. I was mostly just trying to survive because it felt like everything was falling apart around me at an alarming speed, like an alarming speed. Had to drive the windows down to keep from choking on fumes. Ugh, God, that sucks. Some idiot decided to crash my car into the back of a stationary vehicle the other week. Goof, and a Bert even. Oh, I was going to say, was it you? Goof, I apologise. I apologise for blaming you. One of your messages is stuck at the top of the live chat on my screen. Funnily enough, it's a message that just says girth in all caps, which is kind of distracting. I was going to say we've all been there, but I've yet to do that. I've yet to do it. I think I would probably cry if I did it to my current car. Yeah, like right at the top, it just says girth with multiple exclamation marks. Samuel L. Jackson and Tim Burton killed one of my cars. What? Yeah, go for it, Alec, man. Go for it. Oh, this is... There we go. This is mine, by the way. This is my car. I love my car. It's a very good car, except for when it decides to try and destroy me through, like, audio abuse. It's my favourite kind of car because it's just a white estate car, except it's got a decent engine and a bigger turbo than it should have, and it's faster than it should be, and it doesn't look like it should be fast, but it is fairly fast. It's fun. Plus, you can fit an entire family and half of your belongings into it at the same time. It's very like provincial dad chat, but the sheer amount of crap you can fit in the boot of that thing while still being able to fit 2 kids and a passenger is ridiculous. It's great. At this point, I think the only thing that I would replace it with is just a, like, I don't know, like a faster version of it. How can it go fast if it's not red? The red's underneath the white. That's the logic. They were shooting a film in Blackpool and resulting traffic problems led to someone driving in the back of my car. Oh, God. That sucks. That sucks, Chris. I hope their insurance covered it. A storage shed on wheels almost. Not that far off. It looks nicer. It looks nicer than a storage shed, though. It looks nicer. It's I don't know. I feel like it's like a little bit of a sleeper, kind of. Because this taught me something important about the new website. It doesn't actually check the text you put in, despite that being the perfectly copied word-for-word copy of an article name. Oh, wait. So you can put an article name in there and it just won't find it? Okay, now I want to test this. There might be a message that didn't... Yeah, okay. You know what? I want to test this. I want to test it. The message a bit earlier. Okay, hang on a sec. Hang on. Oh, there, you've got the error message. I don't think that's different from the old site. You know, I don't think I really ever search for stuff on the site all that much. Oh, no. Maybe sometimes. I think really the only time that I do it is if we're streaming. I think that's pretty much it. That's the only time I really like search for things on the Warhammer site. On the community site even. Hello, Birder of Murder. Oh. It's oh no, you can hear it starting to go now, can't you? I'm getting a bit of gravel going. Okay, that didn't help at all. You know what? Let's try Sunday. Oh my God, what has happened? Help, gang! I'm falling apart. Oh yeah, okay. No, it's not you, Birder of Murder. It's not your fault. Don't worry, it's fine. I did say towards the start of the stream that my throat isn't great, like my voice is hurting a bit. and it's just suddenly gone. So, okay. We're going to do this, right? I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to go in fresh. So, Sunday preview. Machines wage civil war on Mars, and chaos hordes descend from the north. I would like that article exactly, please. Oh no. That doesn't seem to do anything. That doesn't seem to do anything. It just does nothing. Oh, if we do Slaughter at Hell Crown, we get something. If we go at the bottom of an article, it'll tell you what categories it's sorted under. You see what they are? Okay, so if we do... Alright, this is starting to annoy me now. It feels like it's going away. Okay, yeah, so if we do... Yeah, so Warhammer... But why would that not just show up? I just put the name of an article in. The exact title of an article. The Rumour Engine, 24th of September. Is it going to show, like, anything? Or is it just going to be, like, all the Rumour Engines? Oh, wait, but we get it for that? Or do we get it for that just because of... Well, why does that work? Why does that work, but the other one didn't work? If we do this one, does that do it? Alright, okay. So it depends on the index. So sometimes it'll find the exact article, but sometimes it won't, depending on what it's like sorted under. That's not great, is it? It should be more consistent than that. It's not even a time thing, is it? Also, Rumour Engine 10th of September didn't show up for when we searched for the 24th of September one, but the 20th did show up. But of September didn't, like, in that one didn't show... Oh dear, oh no. Okay, so there's some work to be done on it. There's some work to be done, is what I'm hearing here. Plastic Close Combat Sprue for Heresy is long overdue. Yeah, that's entirely true. It's not inconsistent between regions, but model reveal include search on the US and UK versions of the website, and they're different. Oh, Jesus Christ. Should be semantic search with metadata. I mean, it should just be better than what it is, which is not a helpful thing to say, but it's also true. We all know the Tyranids are the ultimate victors. That's just how it is. Everything else is just clinging on for a bit. I'm not gonna lie, gang. I might have to call this to a close. I'm really starting to get a lot of like stingy, achy pain just around here. It's getting a bit hard to talk. This is kind of what I wanted to avoid, but I was like, I'll just stream for an hour, but then we were enjoying ourselves, so I just carried on, and now I've pushed myself a bit too much, but it's fine. As long as I'm okay to do the, no goof, it's just strain. I've just done way more talking than I would do normally. Normally, across a Monday and a Tuesday, I'll like stream once and record 1 or 2 videos that are like 10 minutes long, but this week, Monday and Tuesday, on Monday I streamed. I also recorded a video during the day. Then on Tuesday I recorded something with someone else that was like an hour long, and then I recorded Adeptus Ridiculous. So it's just a lot of extra stuff that I don't normally do, and I've just strained it a little bit, but that'll be fine. I'll just drink a shed load of tea and that'll sort it. All the tea. I don't even particularly like normal tea, so I've bought a load of other teas. There's like a burnt caramel or dark caramel tea that I've ordered that I've had once before, and it was delicious. I don't know how good that'll be for my throat, but I don't care. It's hot and it's caramel, so therefore it must be good for you, right? That's how that works. Also, I just said I should call it to a close because my voice is going. I'm still talking. Right. Yeah, it's great. It's honestly really good. It's very tasty. Alright. I'm going to go. I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to be clever about this. And I'm going to not wreck my voice. So, who'd have thought it, Birder of Murder? It's very anti... it's very anti-stereotype. A British person drinking tea. Yep, all the honey. There's some Calpol in the cupboard for the kids. Maybe I should have that. Yeah, I've got to be ready for Saturday. That's the main thing. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop. Thank you very much for watching, all of you. Thank you to those of you who became members. Thank you very much to those of you who super chatted. We'll be back on Saturday covering the reveals. We'll start an hour early so that we can get ourselves nice and ready. And there'll be other videos during the week. I'm going to go away. Thank you, and I'll see you for the next